The final showdown between 1254 and 365 is happening tomorrow in Kingsland. So in this video, I want to give you a big update on the map because there are some things that have changed and I want to prep you for what's about to go down in Kingsland. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and many of you have been asking, Chisgule, why did you stop live streaming over the last couple days to show what's happening in your KvK? And that's because nothing has been happening. Honestly, it's been a staring contest, looking at each other's forts, because we sort of realized, I think on both sides, that there's almost nothing that can get done before Kingsland anyways. And so if you attack into an enemy on one of their forts, they're probably filling with farms. Maybe you're filling your rally with farms. Probably you are. But it's difficult to actually get anything done, and you really don't want to drain your main accounts leading up to the Kingsland fight, because it's a lot easier to use mains in Kingsland than it is to use farms. And so over the last couple days, honestly, sincerely, almost nothing has been happening. Now, the astute observer here would say, gee, you're looking at like 80 forts within 2 zones. And yeah, I think that's not a great state of the game. I don't love the fort meta. In fact, let me word that more clearly. I think the fort meta is pretty moronic, but as long as it's meta, players will do it, and they should, because it works. So what's been happening and why is there no progress? Well, if we look to the right side of the zone, within a single screen, you'll see 4+ forts. And what happens is you back fort on top of another fort, and it's just forts on forts on forts on forts. You either build a fort to lock in your progress, or when your team goes to sleep, that progress will be lost. And yeah, I mean, literally forts on top of forts on top of forts on top of forts. So nothing has happened on this front with 846 and 365. The progress is basically completely stalled going both ways. In a similar thought, we look to the other side of the map, and although we have access to more of this zone, our progress ultimately stopped around here. And this is where we were really kind of unable to push further, but we do shield our allies from being sort of pressed in by 365 to take their pass. So we offer some support to our allies from this position, but weren't able to actually progress much further. And there's been a lot of back and forth in this area over the last couple days, but honestly, sincerely, nothing significant. Okay, so looking around at this map, we then can look at Kingsland. And Kingsland, aka Orleans, because this is the new format, the Orleans KvK, this is where things get interesting, because you can't actually hide behind all these forts in Kingsland. You actually have to try to defend flags. And this is where things are going to get really interesting, because this is, in my estimation, very much a swarm meta. You control the field, you swarm things, and in Orleans, where every commander can have 3 auxiliary skills, it just gets insane, and swarming is the way to go. So if you control the field, I think you are just hugely advantaged in Orleans, and we'll see who owns the field in this huge zone. Huge-ish, anyways. I don't know. I mean, it's large enough, okay, that you got to spread out across the entirety of the zone. And also, I'll point out that each team has all of their allies in Kingsland. We've got 525 and also 1302 and 2327 in their war camp together, entering into Kingsland. They've got 365, 846, and also 945 entering into Kingsland. So what is this going to look like? Hard to say. It does look like JST is sort of positioned on the front over here, as is BMX and BLN. And then it looks like maybe they're putting 945 in the middle to run up the middle over here. Okay. WIB and LIT look like they're going this way. OG's probably coming in somewhere over here. Sin is coming over the top of this river. MG might be coming over the top of this river. So there's going to be a lot to do. I think it's going to be really exciting when Kingsland opens. HMB and ELS look like maybe they can go over the top. ELK is here by the pass. TR and W are by the pass. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this Kingsland. And you might say, oh, well, show me the alliance powers. And I think that there's still a lot of people in these farm alliances, so it's hard to say exactly what things are going to look like. I'm currently in no alliance because I didn't want to show off any coalition markers leading up to Kingsland. But it looks like TR is currently at 16 billion power. JST is currently at 15 billion power. 846 WIB is at 13 billion power. And 365 Justice Farm, I know they're not actually a farm alliance, is about 13 billion power. Smash Squad is about 12 billion power. HMB is 11.6. ELS is 11.4. 27HU is 11.2. IDN, which is 945, is 11.1. HSB is at 11. Q Savan is at about 11. And the thing that's just really weird here is there's still a lot of people in these farm alliances, so it's hard to judge. For example, if I scroll all the way down, Fair is one of the farm alliances for 1254 on the front line. They have 6 billion power. I think when all the main accounts leave that probably drops down to like a couple billion power. So a lot of these farm alliances still have players in them, particularly it's on the left side of the map where I think most of that is going down. So what will this ultimately look like once people are back into their main alliances? It could be very, very different. Hard to say. It's genuinely hard to say. So I don't know who has the power advantage going into Kingsland. I don't know who's got the KP advantage. I suppose we know, actually. It's probably the 365 side of things. They've just got, like, more KP by, I think, a long shot. But that doesn't really matter for this. So we'll see what this looks like. I'm kind of hyped for it. If you haven't already subscribed, consider doing so. The pass is open around 15 UTC. I'm going to be live streaming. There's going to be a lot to freaking do, man. And it's going to be really crazy. So you're certainly not going to want to miss that. Now, I have accumulated a fairly ridiculous amount of gems. What is 578,000 gems here? So I'm going to go in and bang through Dalruk's puzzle box and get a few extra materials. This gem accumulation I've got is because I only spun the wheel for Zhuge Liang on the first day, and then I maxed him. And then I'm going to have, like, nothing to spin for a while. So I figure I may as well go in and spend some gems and at least get some materials on this puzzle box over here. So let's bang out some of these mechanisms. All right. Get a bunch of these and jam through some of this. See if we get anything good. See how it goes for us. I imagine results are going to be fine here. This event, it doesn't actually matter where you click. On average, I feel like, oh, hey, solve the puzzle box. Get the reward. Yes, I am solving the puzzle. We open this one. Get wreck nerds, resources, GG. I'm already feeling so great about this use of my gems. All right, there we go. We get some materials, good stuff. I don't think there's actually anything I'm crafting before this Kingsland opening. Getting the materials is certainly nice. There we go. So on average, I think this is like 11 to 12 boxes that you need to open, squares that you need to click before you get the reward. And we'll click through this. And I think you'll find that rarely do you ever get it in under 5 or under 8 even for getting all the treasures here. All right. So, Dalruk's puzzle box, getting those goodies. We've clicked 6 times, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think that 11 to 12 range is what you should expect. That means you're paying, you know, what is it, 4,400 gems or more for everything that you're getting, which is like, I don't know, I think you end up making out at about VIP shop prices for all the stuff that you get here. All right, there we go. That was 12 clicks in order to get the goodies. There it is. Dalruk's puzzle box, everybody. Clicking the squares. Getting the goodies, sort of. Okay, this is brutal. 13, 14. Big yikes. Big yikes. Okay. Boom. We click again. Doesn't matter actually where you click. It's pretty mindless. Click anywhere, see what happens. And a few more puzzle prize rewards here. All right. We go through. Oh, okay. The private collection. What do we get? More resources? 5 free tries. You know, 5 free tries are definitely one of the worst picks there, I would think. I don't know. I guess resources is actually the worst pick. All right, we continue on. If there were some extra prize for going like further in the levels or like something more stimulating to the Dalrooks puzzle box that like actually makes you think, that'd be kind of cool. But here we go. We click on through, see what we get. That was lower. That's not so bad. All right, a lot of prizes. GG. We're now on level 12. I do have a lot of mechanisms left that I can buy, and I'm definitely going to do that. That was pretty decent as well. We got 6 squares left. That's pretty good. So 10 clicks to get the prizes. All right. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a bit of a yikes. 4,800 gems for all these prizes. I mean, is that even worth it? Honestly, Sven, I don't know, man. All right. Here we go. I have too many gems. I need something of value. Insufficient mechanisms. Let's grab some more. And the thing that I want to be careful of is partially completing a level at the end. I want to fully complete every level that I start. All right. Dalrooks puzzle box. We're back at it. Clicking our way through. I suppose it's better-ish than Esmeralda. Maybe. Yikes. All right. And we're going to hit the prize tier for this puzzle box in just a second. There's 8 clicks. Oh, just kidding. Puzzle box time. Let's go. Anything good? Give me the legendaries, bro. A 3-day speed up. I mean, okay. Hey, okay. 3-day speed up's okay. I think the legendaries are actually just better value, so GG. Gross. 14 clicks to get the prize. All right. And I've got 14 mechanisms remaining. I can buy a few more. This is going fine. There we go. Prizes are in. GG. The research speeds, like, why are these even in here, man? Why even bother? Let's get a few more mechanisms. And we continue on. Oh! I actually got one on the first try. Now that is value right there. That is value. That single-handedly lowers my average pretty significantly. But you'll notice something funky about this event, which is that, like, I got the one spot, like, once, and every other time it's 10, 11, or 12-ish. Certainly higher than 10, typically. All right. Let's click. See how it goes. Come on. Insufficient mechanisms. Now we buy the mechanisms one at a time because we cannot buy enough mechanisms to guarantee that we complete the next puzzle box. There's literally no reason to risk it. So, great. There we go. We got our prizes. I got some extra materials. Maybe I'll craft before Kingsland, and if that happens, well, you'll have to subscribe so you see that happen in the live stream, which is tomorrow around probably 14:30 UTC. I start streaming. We've got a little bit of time left in the Chronicle, and then we'll hit 12 hours on the passes. So it's about, it's about 24 hours from the time of this recording. So about 15:10 UTC is when the passes are going to open. It's going to be crazy, man. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom, and check out the cards in the end screen if you're looking for some of the fighting that led up to this exact moment.